Om Namah Shivaya. I am Professor rudramohapatra from Bhubaneswar, Odisha. I am an astrologer and astro researcher. Today, what I am going to say may create again more controversies or hot or agonies among some YouTubers, but I cannot help it because if research is not going in the right direction, then it is not research, rather, it is a spread of inadequate knowledge or false knowledge, or we can say that it is not knowledge, it is kind of superstitions. So, today I am going to say about those YouTube videos. Normally, the youngsters, the they are making it against astrology. They are not exact against astrology, but I'll say what they are saying. Last 1 month, I was reviewing these videos. These guys, they are saying that by taking some online portals, there are some online portals where you can do consultation to through your mobile, through your WhatsApp or chatting about by that app for your astrological consultation. So they are not only blaming those apps, rather they are also blaming astrology as a whole. Yes, I will not take any name. You can search these things over YouTube. Now, before saying about those apps or on other things, I must say that I also I also worked in an online portal for around 9 months in a very regular fashion to know that how things are functioning there. So let's talk about that. Few youngsters, they do their research based on secondary research, like they view astrologers on YouTube, and they go for these Instagrams or the so-called social media. Though I personally call them that are not social media, actually they are not making people sociable. They are actually keeping people away from each other. So this so-called social media, they are taking instances and they are concluding from that astrologers are saying this. Uh, Let me first tell you how these online portals they function. Then I will come to those youngsters who are making videos and reaching conclusion, not completing their research. These online portals, they are mostly based on prediction via tarot reading. Yes, via tarot reading. Mostly, if you go for any online portal, you find that many tarot readers are there. For your information, I am saying tarot is not a part of Indian astrology or Hindu astrology, Vedic astrology, whatever the name you can alert to it. We call it the Kundali, or we predict your this life, a destiny based on your past life karma, that is prarabdha. So tarot is not like that. Most probably it is developed from Babylonian astrology or Aztec astrology or even Mayan astrology. I have no clue on that, but it is absolutely a Western astrological concept. However, it is not even astrology because there we are not taking anything astral or any planets we are taking. It's based on purely intuition. It is occult. I do not know whether it is taught in any universities, but this is occult. So first thing is that. So if some tarot reader is it is tarot actually, not tarot, because T remains silent after one vowel. That is so. So tarot readers, they predict based on their uh, you know, outcome of their deck, the deck they are using, the deck of cards they are using. They predict. For that, you need intuition and other things which I do not know. Where I do not know, I hardly make comment. But that is not astrology. So if some tarot reader is making mistakes, so do not blame astrologer. This is the first propositions I am making, and again I am saying it. If any tarot readers is making any mistake, do not blame any astrologer, because tarot reader or tarot reading is not belong to Hindu astrology. Number one. Number two is numerology. See, number two is numerology. People predict based on your date of birth, year of birth. They find one number that indicates a planet. Again, this is not the part of Hindu astrology. So, if in a numerology, yes, numerologist, they are saying that making some mistakes, so do not blame any Indian astrologer. But again, I am making the proposition: if a numerologist is making any mistake, do not blame any Hindu astrologer. That is not even astrology. There are various ways of prediction. If you can see my earlier videos, I have also made, out of which this tarot reading, numerology, huh, even in our case, that is palmistry. By looking at your hand lines, palm lines, we can predict. So that is there, though not exactly the part of Hindu astrology, but it is part of the Samudrika Shastra. But Indian Genesis is there. But these things are not. Secondly, as thirdly, uh, those astrologers are not predicting, rather they are giving direct remedies. I normally call them upayacharya, not jyotisacharya. Upayacharya. Being a doctor, it is your first duty to read the disease. You should not put a general medicine. That for this you go for general medicine. No, no, no. You write this number, their wealth will come. You do these things, then your uh, partner will come back, like that. So that is there is nothing called a general remedy. First thing is that you must read the chart very carefully, which is the prima facie of Hindu astrology. So those astrologers, those coming with remedies, I have also made one videos on that. Do not take their views to blame other astrologers. Fourthly, if you are blaming few astrologers who might be doing like that, saying remedies, giving some certainties, future is always uncertain. Phalani grahacharena suchayanti manishanaha. We, the rishis used to indicate what is going to happen based on the planetary transit or movements or placement, whatever. Grahacharena. That is Indian astrology. I do not know about tarot. Somebody is making mistake in tarot, you should not blame any Indian astrologer. Now, yes. So I am making my propositions very clear. Tarot readers making mistake, do not blame any Vedic astrologer. Numerologist making any problem, do not blame any Indian astrologer. Upayacharyas, or those who are only giving the remedies. If this is not happening, you do this. If this is not happening, you do this. No, no. Even they are Indian or Hindu astrologer, that is their prime duty to say why this is not happening. If somebody is getting addicted to any kind of addiction is the signification of Rahu. So no, if you getting addicted to this, you get rid of that, you do this remedies. No, no. So do not again take their views to blame astrology, because in that fashion remedies will not work. Now, fourthly, the basic idea of Hindu astrology is going wrong among these youngsters. They are thinking that basing on these planetary movements, we are predicting future. What is going to happen in this life? It is written in your destiny. We are just indicating that these are the things we are going to happen in your life, and you are going to face these good things or the bad things due to this kind of karma. So please rectify those karma. This is what is astrology. That is why we are taking the birth date at your date of birth, not the today's date. Though some exceptions are there. They are saying that how come these planets will have impact on human body. Don't get into that. I am also not saying that. I am saying these planets are indicators to read your karma. One very good so-called IITs or some guy, I should not take any name. So he was also saying, how come these planets have got this impact? Basic concept of Hindu astrology, you know, go wrong. They are saying that planets have impact, so we are reading that planets and we are concluding. No, no. Mercury is intelligence that we found out. There is no, if you go for analogy, how can I say that your neurons have connection with Mercury or your muscles have connection with Mars? No. We have found out. But those are the indicators to read your karma. If you can know your karma, then you can rectify them. Or you can start rectifying them from the moment you consult the astrologer. We are not saying that this planet has got this kind of impact. We alter these things and things will change for you. This kind of completely wrong conceptions these youngsters have taken up and they are making these YouTube videos. My suggestion is any youngsters who is looking at my video, before challenging or writing me, my suggestion is first thing is that astrology is being approved by University Grant Commissions 2001 after the PIL filed from the Chennai and Maharashtra High Court 2003 May 3. The things were got approved. Finally, UGC is teaching Jyotisha. So neither you or I can say that Jyotira Vijnana or Jyotir Vidya is not there. So it is not possible. People are getting a job, professors are deployed, so that it is no more occult. They are saying like that. Astrology, I believe in astrology. I will say I believe in physics. I believe in management. No, astrology is a recognized discipline. Yeah. So these youngsters, they don't have that idea, except very few. Possibly, I was looking at some video. The guy was saying that yes, I am not blaming all astrologers. Even if some astrologers are making this kind of false claims, there are many astrologers, including our Dr. B.V. Raman, who is regarded as the father of Indian astrology, were not used to take a penny for consultation. And we had very, yes, including me, we had very miserable life because we are just there to serve people, to help people, to guide people. Those who are seeking the help of astrologer, it is not like coming in the TV and imposing your views on others. Astrology is always predictive, always indicative in nature. So you compare with Indian astrologer with any other Indian astrologer, there will be uniformities. Little bit variation will be there based on their what we call is expertise, experience, depth of knowledge. But there will be no drastic variation. Sun in Lagna will make a person egoistic. Every astrologer will say that. I do not know about the tarot. Only thing I know that the absurd questions people are asking nowadays about this girlfriend, boyfriend, results of examination, where Indian astrology, Hindu astrology is not quite accurate. Or I would rather say that even if it is there, today's astrologer, we don't have that kind of accurate brain to predict that. Hmm? So people are taking the help of tarot. So that is not Indian astrology. Before making any kind of video, please go through basic books of Hindu astrology. This is my suggestion because you are not challenging any astrologers, mind your youngsters. If you want that, you better file a PIL against the UGC. I think it is coming under HRD, Human Resource Development Ministry, Government of India. You better file a PIL against them if you find that Jyotirvigyana is not doing well. And for that, you will do very rigorous research. And how it is got approved, there is a book known as Jyotisha, the super science, consisting of all the evidences those are produced before the Honorable Supreme Court to give officiality to astrology. And I bow down to Guru Varkendra Rao for that, for his effort to stand in favor of astrology. Many of you even don't know who is Kendra Rao. Many of you even do not know who is V.V. Raman. So do not make your judgment based on only predictions. Honestly, all the predictions should be equivalent, whichever method you take. But I said, I do not know what is tarot. If a tarot reader is making mistake, even a homeopathic doctor is making mistake, you should not blame all the doctors for that or even a allopath. So the way they are saying, actually, I find it very funny. Uh, they are just taking samples from YouTube, some astrologers are saying. That is inadequate research, my dear sir. For that, you have to visit astrologers. For that, you have to read books. For that, you have to do your own research for 6 months at least to know what is astrology. You are thinking that planets have got impact, so it is happening. But I am saying planets are indicators to read your karma, which is true. You can go through other books. During the planetary transit, we see just to find out the timing of event, that is dasa, not impact. If Jupiter is well placed in your chart during the dasa of Jupiter, it is expected that you will get good result. Jupiter itself, you getting a ray from that, you getting some energy from that. Those are all ancillaries. They are not the prima facie. Jupiter in the fifth house indicating your past life punya. Jupiter is getting activated in your dasa and a favorable transit. In addition to that, is expected to deliver good result as per the principle of Indian astrology. Similarly, other planets. You say, sir, why Jupiter is your past life, other thing? No, don't get into that. If planets be getting, be used as indicators to read our karma, it is fine. And possibly the seventh point I am saying, they are saying karma and destiny, they are different. They are not. Karma, destiny is the outcome of karma. So now coming to the online portals. So most of the online portals, they work like that. They are companies. And most of them are tarot readers. You take samples of many tarot readers, match their predictions, you go for a conclusion, you go against their tarot reading, not Hindu astrology. Shiva. You will say, sir, we are laymen. No, I understand. In that case, before making any video, you must be very careful in professing any conclusion, because what you are saying is wrong. There are many people, those who got benefited from astrology by rectifying their karma, by doing some remedies. There are many. This is not the way of getting into conclusion. You take 1, 2, 3 astrologers and then you conclude their views. There was one book was written, that astrology tested fate, by some of this general person. I should not name it, but I have challenged that book very seriously, because the sample size was only 30 horoscope or 33 horoscope, if I remember correctly. In this whole in India, to reach a conclusion, you will take 30 horoscope. And who are the astrologers? Those who have predicted that. So my suggestion is you have all liberty to make videos on YouTube and other things. But first thing is that do not believe it. The astrology is more than belief because it is now approved as a discipline. Everybody is saying, no, astrology, I believe in astrology. You believe in God, maybe. But in astrology, is a discipline. Whether you believe or don't believe, I believe, don't believe, it does not matter. Because it is a discipline taught in that. I'll say I believe in physics. Or this. So please do your research very pertinently before issuing any conclusion. Because by this kind of videos, people are getting the wrong notion against astrology. And if you want to do that, why don't you do a very adequate research, conduct a research, go for one kind of report, then you put it before the Supreme Court saying that astrology is not there. Because that is the best way. If you stop astrology from the university level, if a discipline is not there, so nobody will come up because we are certified astrologers, we did course, we have read, even we have appeared examinations, even we uh, I have published books, however, many research papers I have written, and there are many. I was really shocked by watching this kind of videos, and those youngsters, those who are making, they are making very easy and light views. Uh, because I will conclude about the Indian cricket by watching 5 or 6 match where India lost very severely. Then I will say India cricket team is very bad. How come it is happening? For that, I have to do many things. Similarly, if you are doing that, you first know what is Indian astrology. Read yourself. Spend time, spend money. Because by making this kind of YouTube videos, I do not know because I have a very less subscriber. I do not say anybody to like my videos, other things. So please, do research. Spend your time on money. Spend your time on time and money on books. Visit astrologers, genuine astrologers. If there are some spooks you are saying, there are many genuine astrologers. So it is also your duty to highlight them. So these youngsters, thinking them smart, it's fine. You are smart or something like that, or pseudo smart, whatever. But do your research first and proceed very systematically. You have to say something against astrology, go against UGC first. You have to say something about the astrologers, then do your own research first. All astrologers are not like that. All that glitters is not gold. So all astrologers are not like that. If some astrologer is making false claims like that, whether he is an astrologer, tarot reader, numerologist, you first define that. Do not put these fortune tellers into one umbrella. Personally, being an astrologer, I am astrology to not master, to just take a 1 inch of grasp over astrology. It took me a lot of effort. Say personally, I don't have family. I have to spend whole day on reading and writing books. Out of 7 days, 6 days I stay at home and do that. No government is funding me. There are people like me, and they are also producing books. So astrology is very tough. So there are many genuine astrologers. You also at least making any video before making any videos, please go through books and other things. If you are not doing that, if you are saying astrology is not there, first you see astrology is being getting approved. You don't have any rights to say that. Like I cannot say physics is not there. I cannot say chemistry is not there. People will say I am mad. So if you are saying astrology is not there, Jyotirvigyan is not there, so what they are teaching in the university graduation and post graduation level is what? So this is inadequate research. And yes, I know these online portals, they have different media, like they go for counseling, because their prima facie is earning. This online astrological portal, their prima facie is earning. So they are hiring astrologers, tarot readers, numerologists, palmistry, and they might be following some other way, like they might be saying good things, or the astrologer there are advised to do that so that people will not be upset. This is from my practical experience, I am saying. I left the online portal because they are persuading to say false things. Yes, I should say before camera. Not all, not all of them, but few are there. They are persuading to say something which is the client or the person visiting the astrologers or the fortune tellers will love to listen. That's how, suppose you'll come to me, sir, when my girlfriend will come back, and for heaven's sake, I do not know. In these online portals, 80% questions are like this. Youngsters are coming, they're asking this kind of questions. So far as Indian astrology is concerned, at least two horoscopes are needed for that. Yours and your girlfriend, lot of calculations, and hardly in accuracy we can say that. That is very tough. So there are certain limitations of Indian astrology. I used to deny that kind of questions when I was in an online portal. So how they are functioning? How come basing on those data you are blaming astrologer? You can blame that portal itself. It is your duty to visit astrologers, spend a lot of money on books, visit various places in India. Then you make a video, which video will be very informative for others. Because honestly, if 15 years down the line, even I was not, I was thinking that yes, astrology is not there. It took me around 1 decade to know that yes, it is there. To read, write, to go for Venus courses, consult many senior astrologers. So your speculations is not the fact. You are making few speculations. It's not the fact. Whatever the facts you are saying, please refer to classics, newspaper cuttings about false astrology. There are people are making yeah, people are saying that no corona predictions, other things are not there. Those things are indicated in astrological magazines. If you see, people are not coming in the TV to say that not our fault. Government is not paying us. Yes, those who are doing these courses at Sanskrit University, they might be getting JRF, but practitioner astrologers, we are not getting paid. So it is our choice that whether we will make a mundane prediction or not. But if somebody is making those kind of mistake, you go against him or her, not against the whole fraternity. Because father of astrology, B.V. Raman, as he was not making money out of astrology, he used to say himself as a writer. In some moment of life, he has to sell the ornament of his wife for his survival. Are you saying these things in your videos? Or only these spoofs, and lot of money people are making out of astrology? So, all these youngsters, I think they will write something in the comment box. I will make the tagline of this like this: a challenge for these YouTubers, anti-astrology YouTubers. So do not do that. If you are doing very serious research, welcome. You are making very easy videos. After making these videos, if I will ask very simple question to you, that what you think is Indian astrology is and what is Western astrology, you people will not able to segregate, because you have not done research. This astrology is saying this astrology is saying that from Instagram, from this other social media, YouTube, you just getting confusion. My final line is, In this world, without His grace, nobody can become an astrologer. There are people who are into very post salaried job, including me, but situations happen like that where we become an astrologer. Very, very top. It is super science. Nobody knows what will happen tomorrow, but astrology can indicate it. And I am sure any good astrologers can predict correctly up to 80%. Of course, 90, 100% is possible, but taking in the safe side. 80, 85% can be predicted very, very safely. Those who are visitors to astrologers, those who are visiting or getting benefit, those who are relying on astrology, you ask them. They will say, yes, sir, what they have predicted, it happened. So, my request, so let me sum up what I have said. Online portals, most of them are tarot readers, they are not astrologers. Tarot reading, numerology is not part of Indian astrology. If numerologists or tarot readers are making mistake, do not make fun of Indian astrology, number one. Number two, these online portals may be functioning in a profit mode where they have to compromise with the views. Even astrologers are getting advice from the company to do that, where I am also agreeing that companies are saying that you give such kind of views in such a fashion that the listener will be happy. That is not astrology. And some video makers were saying that they are doing counseling. We are not doing psychological counseling here. Somebody is coming to me is asking, sir, I am going to get a government job. My first question is, are you prepared to listen the answer? Ethically, if the person is preparing for the government job, you should not respond, but if you will not get a government job. Basing on this kind of astrological parameters. If sun is weak, sun is ill placed, 10th house is afflicted, then you will not get into government job. Your competition house is weak, you will not get into government job. So basing on these principles, I predicted, which is written in the book. I have nothing to say out of my intuition, like other occult. So Hindu astrology is completely scientific. If this kind of planetary combination is there, this is the output. So we write that if it is getting failed, so if some problem is there in astrology, it never happens from my experience, but even if it is happening, so you go for the challenge to UGC, say that this no subject is not valid. Honestly, personal view is that as many qualified people are not coming into astrology, they are not able to do very scientific and particular research. Yes, I must say that. If you take any astrologer randomly, I think this is what you will find, that the qualification of astrologers are not that much suitable. For personally, I am dual post graduation in anthropology and management, also a PhD dropout in anthropology and management both. But finally, I got honorary PhDs on professorship also. And I was good at academic career, which was indicated from my last job as management consultant or anthropologist. So if you are not qualified enough, you will not develop that tools, techniques for research like Western astrology. So that sides happens. You can do a research, the qualifications of astrologers. Hmm. And any astrologer, Hindu astrologer claiming to be astrologer nowadays from any background should be denied. I also say I will not go completely in favor of these astrologers, including me. If there is no certificate, you should have a certificate to practice in astrology. So it is already 35 minutes. So my dear youngsters, not regarding astrology, regarding any subject, before reaching any conclusion, please do adequate research. No need to produce a YouTube video, in every week. You do weekly research. At least you do 1 year research. sir, who will pay us then? If you are not able to spend your time and money, then you don't reach conclusion, because what you are saying is completely wrong. There are many astrologers who are doing honestly into astrology. Their astrology is getting taught. By getting this kind of views, people will get confused. You do research and you proceed systematically if you are going against something or in favor of something. Okay, by getting this newspaper clips, by getting these YouTube videos, don't reach any conclusion. At least you need to go to 2 3 books at least, or else you can say this is my experience in astrology. Yes, I have consulted 10 astrologers. This happened. How you can say that astrology is wrong? Anyway, you write your views. My idea is not to belittle anybody, not to blame anybody. My idea is to say what is astrology and what is not. You must know well before reaching conclusion. Don't judge astrology from these astro-portals, online portals. There are many. I am not taking any name. They are company mode working, so they will target towards profit. How profit will come, they will do that. And if you don't have the privilege to go through the website of the particular astrologers to know what he has done, what his qualifications, his publications, his research, for me, credentials of an astrologer is like this. First is his qualification, both academic and astrological. Second is his research. Research which is getting published. I am an astrologer. 90 people are visiting me to Delhi. Daily visiting me. 90 people are visiting me. 90. I am saying just randomly. Not 100 people. 90 people are visiting me. So, what is your contribution for research? So, if research is not there, if any astrologer has not published any books, not written, the research side is zero, because people will come and ask those very simple things: job, family, uh, home, house, business. 5 6 things people will ask, but anybody basic knowledge of astrology can say. But the basic credential is research. Hindu astrology is capable of saying many things apart from this. There are 12 houses. People will ask you about 4 and 5 houses only maximum. 7 houses remaining unventured. So my request to all those youngsters or whoever is making anti-astrological videos, please go through books and please proceed very systematically. Astrology is there, Jyotirvigyan is there, because it is approved by UGC. No Tom, Dick, Harry or Ram, Dam, Sam in Indian content. I am saying this kind of names has no right to say again that. If you are saying that, actually you are going against the UGC law or government law, and you are liable to punishment. If any astrologer is making false claim, have cheated you, you can file case against him or her, not the whole fraternity. And if some astrologers are there who is doing this kind of claims, there are many astrologers who are actually doing a service to society. There are many. People come to you by crying. When you say that no, you wait for 5 months, after that the good time will come, at least they are relaxed. And this is also astrological. After 5 months, if the timing is coming, they will get benefited. So astrology is very good for that. But it is not aiming towards that for consolation. Good time may not come. What is written, you just say. So do not make this kind of videos or anti-astrological videos by inadequate research. Please do your significant research. First, at least you say that what is Indian astrology and what it is not. You are saying all the fortune tellers is astrology. No. Tarot, numerologist, or whatever other things are there. No. This is Indian astrology, this is not. This is the officiality of astrology, this is not. This is where astrology is possible, this is where limitations of Indian astrology. This is how XX astrologer is doing. This is how YY astrologer is doing. Now you leave the question open to others that they will decide whether it is good or not. Do not express or do not take these audio clips, video clips, other things, and you take 5 samples, 10 samples where astrology failed. Even if it is Hindu astrology, if somebody is not competent enough practicing that, there are lots of examples here. Any astrologer you visit, if you personally you come, there are many success stories I can share them. You can directly consult them and say yes. The visitors will say. So do not aggravate your own personal experience. Even if you are doing that, do it with proper research. Hmm? So if you have any doubts, any question, please write in the comment box. Do not get, do not be agitated by my views. What I am saying is always be helpful for you. If you are not only in astrology, any field, if you are reaching conclusion by adequate research, then the conclusion is helpful for society, or it is making superstitions. Hmm? But I love the research attitudes youngsters are possessing. They are using their logical mind. I am saying that use it more logically, backed by very, very systematic research, spend time, spend money. Money in the sense visiting places, consulting astrologer. Follow the research methods, not from taking random samples you conclude. Anyway, it's enough. So if Mahakala wants and Kala permits, I'll come up with another video soon. Till then, God bless you all. Om Namah Shivaya.